everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are going to be doing a mini review and update video. I am finally getting around to going backwards and going to give you guys an update on all the products that I picked up over the last couple weeks, probably about 2 months since I did a update video, and let you know how I'm liking the products, if I'm using them, if I'm reaching for them, how they're working. There's very few fails. In fact, I don't think I have a fail. I have some things that I like more than others. But there are certainly things that I reach for more than others. So today we're going to concentrate on a few things, and then I'll do another update video with more things because there's so much I can't do it all in one video. I want to touch on the things that I am wearing on my face today. So I have the Dior Forever Skin Veil Primer. I really like this primer. This is a really good primer for me. I feel like it works extremely well. It's moisturizing. It kind of gives a nice blur to the skin. It creates a nice, even, smooth texture for my skin. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's great. Really loving it. And I think, you know, if you have dry skin like I do and you want, or more mature skin, and you want just a simple moisturizing primer that's gonna increase the longevity of your foundation, I think that's it. It's not something that I think people with oily skin are gonna be gravitating towards, although I don't know. I don't personally have oily skin, but it's not, you know, it doesn't have like a grip to it. It's a moisturizing primer. So that's just my take on it, but I am loving it. It's one of the few primers. I'm not, you know, huge on primers. The Guerlain Watery Oil I still absolutely love, but it's a very different product. That product kind of plumps up my skin and gives me like a little bit of a glow. At least that's how I feel about it. And then I put foundation on. This doesn't plump up my skin and it doesn't give me a glow, but it does give me a smoother canvas. And then the newest one that I've been using is the Victoria Beckham Augustinus Powder. Now, I had the formula before, but I didn't have the golden one. I have started using that. I just started, so I can't really give an update on that yet, but I would say that one is more just moisturizing and it gives a bit of a glow. I don't see it plumping like the Guerlain, and I don't see it as smooth of a surface like the Dior, if that's helpful. So along with the Dior primer, I picked up the Forever Natural Nude Foundation, which is what I have on my face today. And I got it in 1.5N because 1.1 CR did not exist. And so they had 2 CR. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the neutral shade. And what I can tell you is that I think the 1.5 actually works really well. Partially because it's not a super opaque foundation. It's not, I'd say it's a light to medium coverage. So yes, it is a little warm, a little deep for my skin, but not so much that it's a problem. And frankly, because it's a lighter foundation, I think it's absolutely fine. I can't tell that there's a line of demarcation or anything with my skin tone. I think it blends beautifully, and I really like the foundation. It's very comfortable on my skin. It's a great foundation for, I think, spring and summer because it's lighter, and I'm really enjoying it. That one and the Givenchy Prisme Libre foundation were the two that I got about the same time. The Prisme Libre is actually less coverage than this. The Dior Natural Nude has actually more coverage than the Givenchy, but I am enjoying them both very much. Okay, the Christian Dior Lavender Powder. I have this on my face today. I love the lavender powder. Now again, I've said it a couple times. I'm not sure if it's because it's just lavender and like that shade, that color, you know, brightens your skin. So any lavender powder I would like. I can't speak to that, but I will say that this powder looks really nice on my skin. I don't feel like it you know, settles into lines as the day goes on. Because my skin is dry, it doesn't accentuate that dryness. I don't look cakey. It's a beautiful powder. I really like it. I'm going to pick up the Christian Dior bronzer. I'm just trying to decide between 2 and 3. it's hard for me to tell online, and it's not that I don't want to watch other people's reviews, because there's lots of people on YouTube, content creators that I love and I really enjoy watching. But I try not to watch other people's reviews and videos before I use a product, because I don't want it to influence me. Everyone's, you know, susceptible to that. I want to make my own, I want to come up with my own thoughts before anyone else's thoughts enter my head. So I haven't watched any videos on that product, which is kind of a problem because I can't figure out what shade to wear. So I'm looking for like swatches somewhere, but anyway, that's my problem. That's not your problem. But I do want to pick up the bronzer because the powder is lovely and I'm really enjoying it. So if you're interested in the lavender powder and you can find it, it was available on Selfridges and it was gone for a while. You know, these things come back and forth. Okay, so next, the bronzer. I actually have 2 bronzers on today. Aileen from Amish Beauty would be very proud of me. So I have on Gold Dust from Tom Ford. I picked this up at the CCO haul that I did. And I have that kind of as like the last bronzer on my face, as sort of a dusting of Gold Dust, like sort of just on high points instead of actually a highlighter. I don't have a highlighter on today at all. And so I just sort of brushed it kind of where I would put a highlighter, to give my skin sort of a glowy golden dust kind of look. But the sculpt and the bronze that I have underneath is the Wayne Goss. And I gotta tell you guys, the Radiance Boosting Face Palette, I have it in the lightest shade, light gold, and I don't think I'm gonna be picking up any other shades because I really just don't think I need them. I absolutely love the palette. I mean, it's really good. I don't know what else to say. The sculpt is perfect for my skin tone. The bronzer is really beautiful. It's like a neutral gold, if that makes sense. It's not a cool tone bronzer. So if you're looking for like a cool tone look, go with the Gucci or the Terra from Tom Ford. But if you want a golden kind of glow, but one that, you know, even someone like me who has a pink undertone can wear, that's the way to go. I have other bronzers that are more golden, but they're much, much warmer. And frankly, they don't look quite right on me. Like they look a little orange. This does not. It's a neutral gold, and I think it would work on someone with pink undertones or yellow undertones. I think it works on me. So I absolutely love it. I have very high marks for the palette. Really, really enjoying it. On my lips, I have a pencil that I talked about very briefly. And I don't remember what sale I picked. I don't remember, but it's the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. And this is a pencil that Katie Jane Hughes talks about a lot. And I actually have this as my lip liner today. Now, this shade is it's a very cool brown shade, but it's, you know, it works really well as lip liner. You can use it to like really, if you're looking for a very like sharp contour, you can use it. You can use it as eyeliner. You can use it for lots of things. It's a great shade, I have to tell you. Like it's pretty universal. So I use that as the liner for my lips. And then I use something that I have not talked about, but I'm really enjoying. I use the Sisley, I want to make sure I get the name right. They are, I'll put it down below. I think they're lip twists. I think they're the Fido lip twists. And basically, these are lip crayons. You know, NARS had these and NARS still has them. And so they're literally just lip crayons. I have one in 15, and I'll show you the shade, which is like a pinky rosy color. And then I have one in 1, which is like a very nude. This is 1, this is 15. So I have 1 all over my lips, and then 15 I have like kind of just right in the middle to make it a little bit pinker. And I really like these. These are fun. They're easy, they go on really well. They have a little bit of a gloss to them, but not too much. They're like the NARS pencils that I used to use, those chubby sticks. I used to call them chubby sticks. Yeah, they're great. So I love these 2 shades, 15 and 1, and I'm probably gonna pick up some more. I like pretty much everything Sisley does. You know, I'm gonna talk about in another video the Sisley blush that I picked up, the new one, and like I said, there are a bunch of other things, but I really like the Sisley products. I don't talk about it, I guess, as much as I talk about some other things, but I like the Sisley skincare very much, and the products are all good. Like, there's some things that I've used from Sisley where I'm just like, eh, but really, pretty much everything I've ever used from Sisley is great. The thing I was gonna say that has been the fail is the Sisley blush in 6, which was the shimmer shade, which was meant to be a highlighter. That does not, I do not like that product. It to me, it worked, it's supposed to be like a shimmer, like a highlighter, but it's kind of chunky, and I don't like it. I will rehome it to someone who wants it, but yeah, it's just not, it doesn't work for me. Maybe because my skin is too mature, I don't know. Sisley is usually really good with more mature skin, so I don't really understand it. The other shade, which I'll talk about in another video, Golden Beige or Golden Sun or whatever it is, that I love. And that particular shade is like a highlighting blush and looks stunning. But the one that's just the highlighter does not work. All right, but for today we're gonna talk about blush. I wanted to talk about Merit. Now, I've talked about Merit and the foundation stick, and again, I'll have that in the other video that I do, but absolutely love the foundation stick. Don't hesitate to recommend it. It's fantastic. I guess the only, bad part is that there's not a lot in a stick. So, it could get expensive if you're using it for your whole face. I don't use a lot of it though, to be honest with you. I kind of use it on those parts of my face that I really feel like need more coverage, but either way, it's a great product. But this is the cheek color, and I have it in Beverly Hills, and I gotta tell you, I really like this. I just think it's a really good product. Beverly Hills is a great shade. I really like the shade. I wanted to buy Terracotta and a couple other shades, but they're sold out at Sephora right now during the sale, and I can get them for full price, and I probably will, but I was hoping to get them on sale if I could. But yeah, these are great, and I really like the consistency. I think they blend with the skin really well. They remind me of the Salt products, like the Westman Atelier products as well. I've talked about those, many times. They're gorgeous. Westman Atelier is gorgeous, but the Merit ones are excellent. Really love the cheek products, and I'm wearing that today. And then on my eyes, I have Bite Beauty mascara. This is the Upswing mascara. I love this mascara, guys. I've talked about it ad nauseum, I know, but I really do love it. The thing I don't love about it is the wand. Now, the wand is probably what makes it, part of it, so great, because it goes on super easy and it coats all the lashes at once and gives you this really beautiful look. But I also have a tendency to get it all over my eye because I don't know, I'm not capable of not doing that. But, so, it does kind of bug me, but the results speak for themselves, and so, I keep using it, obviously. I use the MAC Giga Black on the bottom lashes because it's just on the bottom lashes. I really wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you can do it, but if you're gonna do it on your bottom lashes, the way I would do it is turn it on its side like this and just go like that. I wouldn't try to go like this because you're gonna get it everywhere. So, those are my thoughts, but it's available on Sephora. It's 20% off. You should buy it if you need mascara. So last but not least, on my eyelids today, I have the Dior palette in Mirage. I did an entire dedicated video to Dune so you guys could see it. Today what I did, and hopefully the video is popping up of me putting this on my eyes, I did not do a video, like a tutorial of me putting this on. And the reason I did that, well, 2 reasons. One, I feel like I did Dune and the color stories are very similar. But 2, to be really blunt about this palette, it's very pretty, like it gives like a nice ethereal look on the eye. But to be honest, I do, there's not 5 shades here. Like, I mean, I feel like, I'll swatch them for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like, when I put them on my arm, I can see 5 distinct shades. But when I go to put it on my eye, honestly, it all just blended. Now, it blended really nicely. It looks really pretty. It's very ethereal. It's very luminescent. So it has like a really nice luminescent, you know, look to it. But it's so, and I'm going in heavy so you guys can see it. It's just not pigmented. Like, it's just not. It's a very, very light, ethereal look. So if you look at my eyes, I have all the shades on my eyes. You can see in the video, I'm putting them on. But I feel like there's a lot of payoff. Now, part of what I would say is the brushes that I use, now the same brushes that I use for all my palettes, so it's not like I used softer brushes for this one, but I use soft brushes. I use, blah, blah, my brain is gone. I use, you know, Chikuhodo and Sonia G, Wayne Goss brushes that are very soft. I go towards that end of the spectrum because my eyes are very sensitive and I feel like I need that on my eyes. When I used those brushes, trying to pick up pigment and get like a real pigmented look was very difficult. So let's say like this shade here, which is probably the deepest of the shades. I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass brush, which is still a very soft brush. And I'm gonna go and show you like how I can build this up. Now, I'm just gonna go over my entire eye with it. You can get color, you can get pigment, but it's just that it's, when I blended it and when I went in with the soft brushes, it's very, there's not a real distinct difference between the shades. It's there, but it's not like, there's not a huge distinct difference between the shades on the eyelid. It's there. I'm not saying it's not like pretty, because I know people are gonna come for me and they're gonna be like, it's a beautiful palette. I'm not saying it's not beautiful. What I'm saying is, these are expensive. If you pull out this palette and you're expecting 5 very distinct shades on the eyelid, you're not going to get it. They are translucent almost on me. Now again, I actually think it looks really pretty. Like, don't you think? I mean, it's like a nice, very ethereal, luminescent look. But, you know, again, I think for me, I like the Dune palette far better than the Mirage. To me, the Mirage is too light. It is not pigmented enough. The shades aren't that different from one another. On my arm, you can see the difference, but on my eyes, yes, there's a difference, but not so much so that I'm like, oh yes, this is worth, you know, the price that I have to pay for it. Now, again, maybe I'm just not liking the formula as much because I love the new formula that Dior came out with last year for their quints. That could be it. And that's a very pigmented formula, a very smooth formula. This one is much more luminescent and lighter, okay? So again, do I think it looks bad? No. Do I think it looks pretty on mature skin? Yes. Do I think it settles into lines, accentuates? No. I think it actually goes on well and, you know, blends nicely and all those things. I just feel like on the eye, it kind of blended into maybe 2 shades. So again, it looks really pretty and it's like a nice, you know, golden, I'd say golden kind of coppery look. And if you're looking for something very light, I think it's great. But I prefer when in that type of look, like the Suku formula, where Suku has a light ethereal look, but there's still like buildable pigment in my opinion in the Suku shades that, you know, has a payoff. It's a light payoff. It's a lesser pigment. It's not super powerful, but it's beautiful. This one, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not in love with it. I was gonna pick it up anyway because, like I said, I've picked up all the Dior, so I wasn't gonna stop now. But the Dune I actually like. The Mirage, I wouldn't say it's a fail, but I don't see me wearing it. I just have to be honest, because that's why I'm here. It's the whole point. Yeah. So I also know that Dior is coming out with another quint called Pink Glow. I've been stalking that one for a while. I haven't seen it out yet. There's a whole bunch of other stuff coming from various brands. And who knows, you know, how things are going to come out. Suku has got stuff launching soon. I mean, it's going to sell out like immediately. If I get it, I'll show it to you guys. If I don't, you know, I'm sure you'll see it on other channels. But I think I got enough to play with here. So those are all my updates and mini reviews for now. I am going to have more soon. Like I said, I still have more things to work through. And the Chanel blushes video, yes, it's coming. I promise. I'm waiting for one last blush to be sent to me. A friend of mine found a blush for me and is actually sending it to me. It's one of the ones that I didn't have. And I want to wait till I have that before I do the video, because it's a good shade. It's a good shade. I think that's it for, like I said, the updates, the mini updates. Again, there's a lot more for me to get through, guys. If there are certain things that, you know, you're really interested in, put it in the comments below. I'll try to prioritize those. You know, but yeah, there's only so many days in the week. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.